get the camera, you get the printer, 4x optical zoom, Schneider lens, photo printer, SD card.
Good afternoon. My name is Russell, and I am a wilderness explorer in Tribe 54, Sweat Lodge 12. Are you in need of any assistance today, sir?
No.
I could help you cross the street.
No.
I could help you cross your yard.
No.
I could help you cross your porch.
No.
Well, I gotta help you cross something.
No, I'm doing fine.
Good afternoon. My name is Russell,
kid,
and I am a wilderness explorer in Tribe 54.
Slow down.
Sweat Lodge 12.
Kid!
Are you in need of
Thank
any
you, but I don't need any help.
Al.
Proceed.
Good afternoon.
Let's skip to the end.
See these? These are my Wilderness Explorer badges. You may notice one is missing. It's my Assisting the Elderly badge. If I get it, I will become a senior Wilderness Explorer. The wilderness must be explored! Go, go! Roar! It's gonna be great. There's a big ceremony, and all the dads come, and they pin on our badges.
So,
Alright guys, so in case you haven't done though yet, make sure you pause and grab your reader's notebook. We are learning about sequencing, which is putting events of a story in order. Now, obviously, Russell over here had a sequence of things he was supposed to say whenever this man opened the door. He had to say, "Good afternoon, sir." He had to ask if he could help him, and he did it over and over again because that's the sequence, the order that he was supposed to do stuff in. What we're about to do is take some notes, and I'm going to show you how it's done. On your lined piece of paper, up at the top, you're going to have your title and your date. And then you're going to draw a line kind of towards the side a little bit, not quite in the middle, because over here on this side, you're going to do just your keywords. Keywords are going to go over here. Now this other side is where you're going to put your definitions and your details. So definitions and details go on this side. So what that's going to look like for these notes is sequencing, and you're going to add the date over here. And our first word is going to be sequence. And right across, we're going to do our definition. It describes events in order, or it's putting steps in order. Make sure these line up so that you know exactly what you're looking at. Putting events in a sequence helps you make sense of the story. Sequence helps you make sense of the story. Sequence makes sense. You might want to add that to your notes if it'll help you out. Sequence makes sense of the story. A sequential story, it describes events in order or explains the steps you have to follow to do something or make something. Obviously, over here we've got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You wouldn't start out eating the bread and then spooning peanut butter and jelly in your mouth and then mashing it all together with your teeth. There's a specific order of events you follow. And there's some keywords down here that tell us when we're moving from one step to another. Like first, second, next, last, finally, after that, before. Just kind of like when we're doing summary and you say first, next, then, and last. That's helping you sequence the events. Our next thing is going to be signal words. These are also called transition words, so I want you to put both of those there. Across from signal words, I want you to put first, second, third, next, finally, last. These are some of the ones you'll see a lot. You can also say beginning, middle, and end, because that's how I want you to think of sequencing. There's a beginning, a middle, and an end. The last thing I need you to think about are questions to ask yourself when you're sequencing. This helps us figure out why sequencing is so important. So, questions to ask yourself: how does this event change the rest of the story? Authors don't put events in stories just for the fun of it. There's a reason they're there. There's a purpose. So you need to think about what the purpose of that event is. Then you think about, how do these events change your character? Characters don't go through big life-changing events and not get changed. They don't stay the same. They might change for the worse or for the better. They might grow up a little bit, or they might get a little brattier. It depends on the character and the event, but it does change the character, so you need to think about that. What do these events tell us about the theme? Now, if you don't remember, theme is like the message that the author wants you to learn. It might be to tell the truth, or be kind, or that family is important. But our events help us learn what the author wants us to learn. So take a minute and catch up on your notes, and then get ready to do the sequencing task cards on the ELAR shelf as your follow-up work. Make sure you write those down on line paper and turn those in to me in your box. If you have any questions about sequencing or any of these notes, go ahead and write them on a sticky note and put them on the door so that I can meet with you later about them.